Dear learners and students, welcome to second session of 8th and last week of our course Managing Industry 4.0. Under the theme of this week, Roadmap and Future Trend, the topic of this session is key success factors for adoption of Industry 4.0 and 5.0 and preparing for Industry 4.0. In the first session of this week, we discuss about how Government of India is making use of AI, various schemes, how it is impacting our overall government policies, what kind of some of the key initiatives are being taken. The focus of this session is on success factor. As per my studies and experience, just implementing technology is not sufficient. We have to consider technology in totality of the industry and the business. So, we will be touching all those aspects in this session. Secondly, very important, what we have learned from successful company is the mindset for Industry 4.0 and AI. That what kind of preparedness is there in the mind of the management, how management value this, how staff or employees value this, that they should adopt new practices based on Industry 4.0 and AI, that is equally important. And we will learn with some case studies like DBS Bank, Tata Steel. So, let us begin this session. This is our old slide, maybe presented in little different colors. There we discuss while discussing the global lighthouses, companies how they are progressing, the key three strategic drivers: connectivity, intelligence and flexible automation, which guide the implementation of Industry 4.0 not only in the manufacturing industry, overall industry. What kind of connectivity we have, whether it is a end-to-end connectivity or it is only connectivity of one or two systems or one or two plants, that makes a difference. That is one of the success factor. If you are going to work only in a very silos manner, that will not be a great success. Intelligence, how well we are using digital technologies and AI or advanced analytics, data analytics, what kind of data platform we are having, so that we can develop the intelligence in taking our decisions. We can infuse intelligence in the devices, so the devices and the systems can take sometime, not always, their own decisions. They recover from the failures. And we have seen in case of our laptops and sometimes phones also, when it hangs, it sometimes gives some problem and it recover also. So, that sort of intelligence is also one of the key success factor. Flexible automation. Industry is doing automation, that we know. By applying the technologies, automation is being done. Now, this automation should be flexible as per the need of the market. As the changes happen in the industry, in the plant, in the warehouse, we should be able to adopt. We should be able to change automation. It should be flexible automation. So, which are the gadgets, which are the technologies which help to make the flexible automation? We will try to learn that also in the brief. So, I thought we will explain this slide again and try to understand the relationship of these three strategic drivers for the success of Industry 4.0 in any of the industry, whether it is a finance, whether it is a manufacturing, whether it is a healthcare or not. So, let us move now further. Now, in this slide, I am just showing that what you mean by connectivity. Connectivity is that like for example, if we like to suppose there is a company which has a business of moving the oil through the pipelines, then connectivity means that that pipeline is connected with the system through sensors. So, whatever is happening in the pipeline, if there is any leakage, or any further some stoppage in the pipeline, the sensor should be able to capture that information or the data and should transmit back to the cloud system. That is, this kind of connectivity has to be established. Just not the connectivity of your IT systems on computers. If you want to have a connectivity, it should be from end to end. And here new technologies like edge computing and various now we have 4G wireless connectivity, 4G and 5G, they are helping to establish the connectivity in the fields. So, that is also, and one of the good example which we have learned is the Tata Steel Kalinganagar plant. They have established 10,000 real time OT sensors. Every part of the their factory is connected, every unit is connected, every machine is connected in a secured manner. So, that they can capture on the real time basis the data. The second factor which is important is the intelligence, which as we discussed. So, what kind of AI models we have implemented, or what kind of data management layer is there? Data is one of the key factors for developing the intelligence in the value chain. That we have learned in this course. So, how well we are prepared, what all data we have collected, how the data is being organized, whether in the data lake or data fabric or databases. And on top of that, what kind of AI models are being used, what kind of predictive analytics is being used, that is a part of intelligence. And flexible automation, having lot of options available, depending upon the type of the industry. Like suppose we are using, we want to have automation in the warehouses. So today we have automated guided vehicles, automated guided systems, AGS, we call it. And most of these big companies like Amazon or these companies who have a lot of inventory, they don't use the manual now. And depending upon the load, depending upon the expansion, they keep adding and or removing AGVs as per the requirement. The flexible automation is very important. So, some of the examples I have given, and one can refer to know more about how these three factors work together and important for the success of the Industry 4.0 implementation. World Economic Forum has developed many case studies which are available in the Global Lighthouse kind of, you can Google that. In this slide, I have put some examples which you can refer and go through that, how these companies like Dr. Reddy, Tata Steel, Schneider, Cipla, they are using all these three areas or these three key drivers: connectivity, intelligence, and all successful companies. As per my study, when they say that they are very successful in making use of the Industry 4.0, it is not only by implementing few technologies. That one company has implemented IoT, other company has implemented computer vision, or third company has implemented AR, VR. That is also important. But the more important is that this entire ecosystem which we are discussing: connectivity, intelligence, and what kind of technologies you are using or company using to make the automation flexible. It should not be rigid. No. If the market changes, should be able to change the automation cycle. No. That is important. No. That is what we have to understand is a success factor. No. Now, in this slide, no, in next one or two, 3 slides, I have shown here what are the building blocks, what are the pillars of the connectivity. So, I have defined here the 3 pillars of the connectivity: network, IoT, and IoT platform. By the way, we have discussed all these things earlier also, but today I am discussing this in the context of success factor. No. So, what all is a network? Industrial network, secure connectivity, which all we have discussed. And this is what these successful companies has established very nicely, very robustly, and nothing is left, everything is on the network now. What is IoT? We have already discussed in our previous lecture in the second week of our course. Sensors and IoT is a culmination, or IoT network is being established with the help of sensors, edge computing gateways, PLCs, SCADA systems, and OT data, etc. So, we have to take inventory of all these things, and we have to work on this direction. And the examples from global lighthouses, a company like Siemens, Dr. Reddy, Procter & Gamble here, they are all the successful companies who have established the IoT network in their factory environment, in their business environment, in the industry. And more important is that the making use of the platform for IoT. Because when you use the platform, you have flexibility, and you have agility, you have agile. You need not to do everything again and again. Once you are on the platform, platform provide you services like you can just configure. You need to develop everything. So it is a plug and play kind of thing where you can use the AI models, where you can as per your requirement, company can make use of data analytics. So all these things are quite flexible way we can implement. That we have already discussed. So these 3 factors, they derive that how well is our connectivity. I have shown over here some of the examples of connectivity, like what all suppliers are doing. They are using the technologies like RFID and EDI integration. And very important is that in case of connectivity, we should have a KPI dashboard. KPI dashboard. And what is being done in case of factory operation, integrate IoT data, production automation. These are kind of things which will, when we want to establish the connectivity, we have to consider. Like in case of warehousing, we have to have the warehousing management data analytics. So very importantly that after you have established the connectivity, that how well we are using the data analytics, which part of the inventory or which product inventory is now going down, what is kind of the load is coming, so how many AGVs we have to use. All these things are the part of analytics. And same way in the logistic also, it makes a lot of difference that how well you are connected, your entire value chain. And the examples are Unilever, Siemens. You can refer in the global lighthouses reports of World Economic Forum. Here I have shown the building technologies for intelligence in a little more elaborated manner. Like one of the important technology which we have discussed earlier is the digital twin. We have talked about the AI, big data, and all those things, and embedded devices. The digital twin today is a common technology. It is a little advanced, but digital twin is being explored to develop the intelligence. How? Today, if we like to take an example of a machine, it is not only what machine is doing right away. The full history of the machine is there, for the performance what machine is today giving. So digital twin is a digital replica of the health of the machine ever since it has been commissioned. So companies today are using digital twin to know proactively any problem, any forecast about the performance of the machine in the plant. So digital twin is a very important technology, and it is being made with the help of all these the convergence of multiple technologies like AI or machine learning or IoT and big data analytics. So many technologies are involved in digital twin, which we have discussed in one of the sessions in 3rd or 4th week, if I remember correctly. So this is also important. I have shown here how the in the manufacturing the intelligence factor is working, manufacturing especially in the operation. So it helps in the predictive maintenance. You can see the predictive maintenance. It helps in optimize the quality of the products. It helps in the optimize of the yield and throughput. So most of the successful companies who are using Industry 4.0, they make use of technologies like AI, advanced analytics for improving of their yield, predictive maintenance, optimized quality, and some of the examples which I have collected from the World Economic Forum, because I want to have a reference, not just some news, with a well established case study which one can find in the World Economic Forum global lighthouse reports. So these are the 4 companies which I could pick up from. Schneider is using intelligence in a very good manner. There is a company called POSCO is using intelligence, build up the intelligence in their value chain. Western Digital is the manufacturer of the hard disk. They are also using, like Henkel, they are using intelligence in their operation very well. Here I have shown in a similar way a scenario for retail and logistics. So retail is highly customer oriented industry. One side the customer, quality of the product, timely delivery, that is why logistic comes hand to hand with retail, and quite a few technologies like AI and big data, these are being used in retail. And now retail is also start using digital twin to know the next level of their operation, next level of their demand. So digital twins they are little different from the digital twins which are being used in the manufacturing operation. So one has to study all these areas. There is good scope for the students to study this. In this slide, I have shown that how the flexible automation is working in different, what are the factors which build the flexible automation, like connectivity is one factor, data foundation is another factor, analytics AI is third factor, digital twin, robot, integrated control, cyber security resilience, and moreover that skills also make a lot of difference, whether you are able to make the automation flexible, whether you understand, whether our manpower is equipped to handle this kind of flexibility or change in the automation. What are the capabilities which can be derived from these technologies? These are capabilities in the second column I have mentioned over here. Real time visibility of the machines with the help of connectivity, clean contextual historical data. That is very important that you should have both contextual data as well as historical data and real time data. Contextual, historical and real time data. So that is possible only when you have connectivity and a good foundation of the data. Prediction with the help of AI, digital twin on the last column, few examples and outcomes has been given over here. Automations, if we implement all these elements, this kind of outcomes can be expected, can be derived for that. Automation systems, decisions are based on no facts, no assumptions. It is a fact. It is you can be able to make the decision very fast. Automation becomes adaptive, safe, fast reconfiguration. Physical execution become faster, safe, and physical execution of the task and decision making. It makes like robots and cobots help in the physical execution. Physical execution instead of manpower, we can use in a flexible manner a bunch of or a list of the robots and cobots depend upon the requirement. In case of cobots, they work along with the knowledge workers. In the fact, these kind of technologies also ensure for safe and reliable digital control. So this is something which I thought students should know, and I have drawn this chart for the benefit of all of you. You can further study in these areas. There is a very good scope of study in all these areas. The automation, basically automation, how technology is driving the automation. That is a very important area which our students should, whether you are doing management courses or whether you are doing engineering courses, there is a very good scope of learning in these areas. Here again I have given few examples how the industry, some of the companies like Schneider, Tata Steel, Procter & Gamble or Unilever are using these technologies to develop the flexible automation. You can go through these examples. Now, in the last leg of this lecture, I want to focus on a very important part of the data strategy, which matters for the Industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 will not be successful unless we have a very suitable data strategy. Unless companies organize their data properly, otherwise all these systems, whatever investment companies are doing, they will be in the silos. So, one of the foremost requirement is that company should work for building their data ecosystem. Sometimes we call it data engineering also. And by the way, students are having very good career in this field. A lot of new technologies are there. Very good, I will say, opportunities are coming in field of data engineering or data science. So look from that point of view also. So as you are seeing in this value chain, the data is the starting point. Then based on that, we can develop the different kind of AI models. So this is a very I say that 10,000 feet kind of picture which I have shown in this diagram. No data strategy, no scalable 4.0. This is another way of representing the previous picture, that AI and IoT all depend and automation all depend on the data. If we don't have the proper data alignments, proper data gathering, proper contextualized data, which we have discussed earlier also, then it is a very difficult to develop a good schema of artificial intelligence based decision systems. Data must be accessible, trusted. Important is that data should be trusted and scalable and reusable. Data should be reusable. It should not happen that only one or two systems are using. Every system should have access in a secured manner. As long as the system or applications have access to the data, it should not be copied. That a new application is being developed, then you copy the data. No, it should be having access in a concurrent manner. Data is an operating strategy, not an IT issue. That is very important to know. So what kind of challenges industry faces when they want to implement or they like to develop a robust strategy for data? First challenge is the managing the data volume and accessibility. So especially in the big companies, data are scattered in many plants, many offices. So what is our policy to have a centralized data systems? How the company should be company system should be reorganized or re-engineered, so that data is available for most critical data or mission critical data is at least available at the central system. Then second challenge is the quality and governance of the data. So this also make a difference. This is one of the success factor of implementation of Industry 4.0. So if we lack in the governance of the data, then again there will be a challenge whether this data belongs to whom, which department can access. So governance involve many things, like backups, retrievals, and accessibility. All those factors come under governance. So company should have a data governance policies. There are some tools available for data governance. One can look for implementation of those tools. Meeting enterprise-wide analytics demand. This is also very important. We have seen many cases. Most of the industries, the analytics become the part of only a small portion of the company. Only few departments are aggressive in making analytics, rather than it should be enterprise-wide. So analytics is the heartbeat, because you get if your decision making is based on the analytics, before you take any final decision, then there will be the examples available, or where companies has gain a lot there in terms of their productivity, in terms of the improvement of the quality, serving of the customers. We will see some of the examples very in subsequent slides. So this shows that the path of data developing the data capabilities. One should develop a strong digital foundation, which I have discussed. Then digitize the core operation. Every operation, whether it is a planning, scheduling, or logistics, it should be digitized. It should not do in manual manner, or it should not be doing Excel file. Everything should be digitized. Then we should make use of AI for smart decision, and use of AI for so there are multiple ways AI can be used, which here it can be used for prescriptive as well as predictive analytics, which I think is not being shown over here. So the fourth layer is the prescriptive, where you can forecast the decisions. Here I have included a few examples, companies like Hindustan Unilever. Please go through these examples, and more details can be obtained from their website. Now we come to some of the examples of the companies like DBS Bank, how they implemented overall data strategy, and how they adopted AI, what was the vision of their management. So you are seeing here one case study outcome of one of the global bank, DBS Singapore. In fact, this is one bank in the world which has gained maximum accolades and awards as a digital company, or as a digital bank. So quite a few things can be learned from the various case studies published about this bank in magazines like Harvard, and MIT, Sloan. Many universities has done the studies about their success. So some of important point I have captured in two of the slides. So they have enterprise-wide. Their key person was the Piyush Gupta, who was a CEO. He joined his company as a CEO in 2011 and 12, and then he has completely changed the vision of the management. That vision was enterprise-wide vision was the AI orchestration of the data. One thing, they consider digital transformation as a business strategy, not for sake of just digitalization. So Piyush Gupta has laid down the foundation of digital transformation in DBS Bank, and then after when they established strong data pipeline, and they strong flexible IT operation based on the cloud, then they move in year around 2014-15 very strongly for AI implementation across the value chain. So I will say that this is one of the important case study, or this is an important company, and this company has made available a large number of their learning on their website also. So what are the outcome? Empowered change champions, created 30 plus AI translators, designed AI pioneers, rolled out AI use cases at a rapid pace. This is a little more in elaborative manner. In this slide I have shown that how they are treating the data as a strategic asset. Deloitte IDEA AI fueled organization treat data as a core business asset, not as a IT asset. What DBS Bank done? Declared data as a foundation of banking transformation, built enterprise-wide data platform. This is also very important. They have developed the data platform. Rather than digital platform, they developed the data platform. And key takeaways is that DBS fixed data plumbing. Means that you can plumb data. You can the way data is available to everybody, as long as the access is given, or they are eligible to access the data. So that not they have to search data, they have to develop their own data. So first they have created the data bank, data lake, or data fabric. That is what their strategy was there. Use AI to augment humans, not replace them. So this is also one of their strategy, that they don't want to replace the human being, but they want to improve the working of their manpower, improve the productivity of their staff with the help by using AI. So many things to learn from the DBS case studies. It's worth looking case studies. One can I have put some of the references. You can Google it and find out these case studies. And if you like to study more about how DBS Bank has adopted data strategy and AI strategy, it will be good and most welcome. And the last case study is the Tata Steel, which already we have discussed. They are also pioneer in the developing the data and AI culture. And this is one company in our country which has brought turnaround with the help of technology in their operation, productivity, customer satisfaction in all areas. So again, I will invite you to study what kind of strategy they have done is quite is well available in the on the many platforms, many websites. What Tata Steel has done. So some of the points I have collected over here make it business led, not IT job. Digital and AI must be owned by business leaders, not by IT companies. So who is the owner? Business is owner. So this is one of the success factor. Companies where IT start owning all decisions, they will develop this analytics or they will develop this application. That will not work. We have seen because today the technology is pervasive. It has to be used by all business segments. Not only by IT department, for automation or helping some departments. So that is very important thing. When Mr. Narendran took over as a MD and CEO of Tata Steel, this was one of his vision that every department, every unit, every their section should implement or they should first learn data analytics and they should use it for their business decisions. So you are most welcome to study all the detailed case study of Tata Steel. It is available on their in many forums, and many most of the consultants like McKinsey, Deloitte, they have done study how the Tata Steel is using data strategy and AI strategy. Thank you very much. With this word, I like to conclude this session. I hope that you would have understood the success of Industry 4.0. Again, I say that it depends upon how well you are implementing certain strategy drivers like connectivity, intelligence, and automation, and then moreover that what kind of mindset management is having and what sort of mindset our that working staff and stakeholders are having about the use of these technologies.